Luca breach. All three flank, all three flank. Nice floor. Shower.
I'm gonna dodge shower.
They did. Wait, have you?
Nice.
Oh, hell no.
My eyes are down.
Jet has an off.
What the fuck?
Eagle-eyed. My ultimate is ready. Where is
Min.
Last player standing.
Tunnel.
we have 5?
One enemy remaining.
I will fuck you.
Get the fuck out of my game!
YouTube, there they go. They're all gonna say hi, YouTube. There are some teams that I definitely know are gonna be towards the bottom. And let's just start there. DRG, I think are going in last place. I've seen enough of DRG already. In fact, you watch 1 or 2 games of DRG and you have seen enough of DRG to know what they are. Other teams that will be down there, for me, will be the other Chinese teams. Now, I'm not necessarily going to say that they're going to be, you know, right at the bottom, but they are going to be down there. T1, I think, have to be in that consideration as well. And again, this is not a predictions video. Obviously, EDG will finish in the top 8. I think I am going to put T1 below EDG and FPX, though, because T1, look, they scraped past Gen G on that day. They played well that day. Gen G didn't play well that day. Gen G obviously showed that they are better than T1. You know, when they made the grand final in the game they played against Paper X after T1 got stomped by, you know, kind of both of them. Now, a good debate to have is, are EDG actually better than FPX? FPX beat them twice, but then EDG kind of won 3 maps in a row. Wait, what does the chat think? The FPX or EDG? Who should be higher? Maybe I'll just let the chat decide this one. Oh, it's going crazy. I think FPX I'm going to let chat decide. I'm going to put FPX. Maybe it's because they lost 3-0 in the grand final. I think that G2 are my next team. I think G2 are 8th. Now, some of you might say that Lev should be below G2. I would disagree. G2 won 9 out of 10 pistols. Now, G2 are good at pistols. They do win a lot of pistols. They are good at those rounds. That's good for them. Winning 9 out of 10 is not something that you can consistently do. Now, probably next up, I would probably put some combination of Foot and Lev as the next 2. I don't quite know what order. If I put Foot above Lev, people will claim EMEA bias. And it's interesting. Some of you are saying, no way I have Fnatic that high. But why not? Kind of got lucky? No, I think the opposite. I think they dominated Heretics, I thought. Go on, chat. Lev or Foot? Poll says Lev. I'm willing to go Lev. They definitely have the firepower, but you definitely still see some of the problems. And I think against the better teams, right? Better teams who can exploit their comps better, kind of like Fnatic did, I think they might struggle a bit more. So I'm happy to put Foot here. Gen G are a tough one as well, right? Where do you put Gen G? Because weirdly, they lost to Paper Rex, but I came out of that game feeling better about Gen G. The thing is, Texture is very good. And if he's hitting out as he is against Paper X, like, honestly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how some of the rest of the team play. If Texture can hit like that in some of those maps, like, it doesn't matter. I honestly think probably an easier way of doing it is, I'm thinking there's 3 teams in this next group. I think there's 3 teams in the next group. And I think it's Fnatic, Heretics, and Gen G in some order. And then I think I'm putting these 2 in some order at the top. And I'm putting these 3 in some order here. So Fnatic beat Heretics. But Heretics also beat Fnatic. And I've been better for all of the split apart from the grand final. But Fnatic kind of just owned them in the grand final. Whoever I put 3rd, I'm not going to feel good about. I'm not going to feel good about 3rd, I don't think. No matter who I put there. I feel like these are all 4th. Can I not just put them all 4th? If Fnatic and Heretics played again, who do I think would win? I think I'd pick Fnatic to win that game. See, it's interesting. Some of you are saying Heretics. I think I would pick Fnatic to beat Heretics. And Gen G Fnatic, though, who would I pick to win that? Or Gen G Heretics? What would I pick? My initial reaction is to pick Gen G. Is that just what I'm going for? Okay, this is what I'm going for. I think I'm gonna go this. Maybe we'll come back to it, but I think I'm gonna go Gen G Fnatic Heretics. I don't feel, like I say, if I could, I'd put them all fourth. They'd all be fourth, these three teams. And then Paper Rex versus 100 Thieves. My top two. See, 100 Thieves are like a big snowball, right? When it starts going, it's almost impossible to stop. On the one hand, Paper Rex have the experience. People will want me to put Paper Rex first just because everyone wants Paper Rex to win this tournament, unless you're a fan of another team. But I think, given what I've seen on their maps and in their map pool, I think 100 Thieves have shown more of a consistent map pool. Because I look at 100 Thieves, obviously we know their bind is good. Their breeze was a question mark to me coming in, but and it looked ugly early on. It looked ugly here, but they rallied back, and then their attack side was really good. Their sunset looks, I mean, this again was just like, they were on a roll at this point. They did lose this bind here, but they also stomped G2 on Ascent. They beat them on Split as well, even if it was close, right? Again, we got a stomp here. Lev beat them in overtime. They win on Icebox. We're looking at a lot of different maps here. Other than their Permaban Lotus, they've won on Ascent. They won on Split. They won on Sunset, Icebox, Breeze, Bind. They've won on every other map in their last 3 games. Whereas Paper Rex, let's check their last 3 games. They lost on Ascent. Their Ascent has never been amazing. They did win a bind, but they also lost a bind. They've won on Lotus. They won on Sunset. They did won on a close Icebox and Split. Have they won on every other map? So they haven't won Ascent, but they've won on the other 5, right? They won on Sunset, Icebox, Bind, Split, Lotus. That is tough. 100 Thieves or Paper Rex. They're both good. Maybe I just let a poll decide. Let's be democratic. We already did. Paper Rex wins 77%. Okay. There it is. Okay. The chat poll was 77% Paper Rex. Just quickly go through. I'm a little worried about EDG. And I'm a little worried about Fnatic Heretics. But the rest I actually feel okay about. I'm a bit worried about EDG in China at home. That they will, like, win their first game. That they'll just use the crowd and whoever they get is just going to run into a buzzsaw and they're just going to destroy whoever it is because they're just feeding off the energy. So yeah, that's what I'm going with. I'm going with this list. You know what? I'm going with the list. Lock it in. This is the list. If you don't like it,